Hey everybody, it's Zori from OneScales. In today's video, I'm going to introduce to you the low-hanging fruit of speed optimization. These are tips that will take you just a few minutes to do, and they'll actually make your website faster and give you a higher paid speed insights score. They actually work. We've done it on so many projects. They work. You spend very little time, and these are going to be the first things you should always focus before you optimize a website speed. You can do them quickly, and you can actually see a real difference. Okay, so let's jump into it. We'll have a few tips. Okay, very simply put, the most popular thing that you have for the speed optimization and for a lower score is what we call the LCP, the largest contentful paint. Very simply put, when you load a page, for example, you're on the home page, it's typically the biggest image on the page. It's your sliding banner on your home page in this demo site. It's your main image on your product page, or it's the very biggest video embed on the page. And this is before you scroll down, it's at the top of the page always. This is what's going to give you a worse score and worse load. So what you want to do is you want to focus on the biggest things first. That's what we call the low-hanging fruits. Very simply, you're going to do two things. Number one is you're going to actually compress that image or that video. You're going to make it smaller. If you make it smaller, less time to download, less time to wait for the page to load, and more time to just load it quickly. So very simply, how do you do this? All you're going to do is just download those main images, and if you're not sure what it is, you can just do a page speed insights test, and it'll actually show you. You check on the diagnostics below, right? This is the page speed score. You check down below, you see it'll show you the image. It's right here. It'll actually give you the URL. You can download it or just download it from your page right here. For example, right here, this is my image. Download it. You're good to go. Download it and compress it. We made a video about image optimization in more detail, but very simply put, if you have a Mac, we suggest something like Image Optim, which is a software you can just drag in your files. It'll compress it either lossless or lossy. Lossy is reducing the quality slightly, but it's very hard to tell, but the file size will be much, much smaller. Lossless means it'll make the file size a little bit smaller, but it'll keep the quality exactly. It'll do some kind of coding thing. Okay, if you don't have it, you can use compressor.io or any other tool. There's so many tools out there. Compressor.io is a web tool, so you actually you don't even need to download anything, but there's so many out there. It's crazy. There's really a lot. Okay, so you just do it. The second part of optimizing this biggest image, the LCP, is you can actually do a preload. You add one more line of code that says preload this image, which basically means in simple terms, load this in the beginning. Load it before you load anything. Preload it. Load it in the beginning, so you don't have to wait for it to load, and then the page has to wait for it to load. If you're not sure what to do, if you're not sure about preload, ask a developer, because if you abuse it or you do it wrong, you'll actually make a slower web page. If you do too many preloads, you do the wrong order, you weren't sure what you're doing, ask a professional. Anybody knows what preload is and understands it really well, they can do it within a minute or minutes, very simply put. Preload will load it quicker. You'll have a better score and a lower wait time, a lower delay, a lower load time, and you'll have a better score and a faster website. It's the biggest no-brainer thing you can do. It's the number one most common issue on Page Speed Insights score, LCP element. It's the number one thing you can do. Focus on that. So that's the first thing, is make sure you optimize the LCP, the biggest image or the biggest banner on the page, on every single page you have. Okay, so that's number one. The number two is LazyLoad things. So LazyLoad, we talked about it as well. We'll link all the videos of what we did for our speed optimization series. We have a video for each element as well, but this is the low-hanging fruit. Very simply put, when the page loads, it'll actually load everything. It'll load including all the scrolls, all the elements below. So as you notice, there's 5 images here, and there's another image here, and there's all these images here. There's 2 per product. And there's 8 of these, and there's this image. There's so many images. So what you can do is specify anything that you need to scroll down. Don't download it. Don't affect the page speed. Don't download 100 image. Only download these 5 and maybe the these icons and this one. But anything below, I want you to be lazy. Load it only when you need it. So only when someone scrolls down, then it's going to download these. And then you scroll down more, it's going to download this. So how do you do that? Very simply put, you need to add a HTML tag. It's a simple tag which basically specifies loading equals lazy right here. You have to specify the width and the height dimensions, and loading equals lazy, and that's it. You did it. You can do you did it, and it'll catch. Most browsers support this. It's very, very easy. It's very simple. A few tips, a few important things. Do not lazy load something that's above the fold, which you can see without scrolling. That's what above the fold means. This is a fold. This line, anything below this line, which means you have to scroll to get to it, is below the fold. Above the fold is here. Don't do that because it's actually going to make your website score worse, and it's going to actually conflict a little bit. Okay. The second thing is, if you have an iframe or you embed like a YouTube video which uses iframe, you can actually do the same thing. Specify the width and the height. Loading equals lazy, very simply put, and it'll actually give you a better score and a better page speed. So that's the second thing, lazy loading. Okay. The third thing is make sure you optimize not just the biggest banner, just optimize all the banners. Download all your product images, all your blog post images, all your banners, all your icons, everything, and use a tool to bulk do it, either Photoshop bulk or what we suggest is Image Optim or any tool, and optimize them, just re-upload them. You'll be able to save between 10 and like 50%. So depending on how you do, if you do lossy or lossless, it's a no-brainer. Images are one of the biggest, heaviest things on the page. They take the most time to download because a normal page might have 50 to 100 images to download, right? Okay, so that's the next one. The next one is CDN. So if you don't have a CDN, Shopify already has a Cloudflare built in, so you don't have to do anything. But if you have WordPress or you have a Magento or you have any platform, if you don't have a CDN, it's a no-brainer. I like to use a Cloudflare's a Pro $20 a month one. I have so many things. I'll show you what it is, but you can use any CDN as long as it has advanced features. For example, I'm in the Cloudflare backend. I paid $20 a month. I integrated it once, which took me like 10 minutes maybe. And they have all kinds of optimizations for speed. One thing they have, which is really nice, is compressing the images automatically. You don't even need to use Image Optim or compress yourself, download, compress, and re-upload. They actually do it automatically for you. You just specify if you want lossy or lossless. You specify if you want also WebP format, just like JPEG, PNG, GIF. You also have WebP, which is a smaller size. You turn it on, you click, and you finished. It'll actually do it automatically on the fly for you. It's really amazing. It also has other optimizations like improving the load time for mobile devices on slow networks and all these other things. For example, compression and font compression and many, many other things. You just click a few times. You don't need to be too technical. Obviously, you need to test the site, make sure you didn't break anything, and you're good to go. $20 a month, amazing. There's other CDNs. Do your own research. Everybody has specific requirements. I like Cloudflare, and that's it. So that's the next one. That's it. So the last one we have right here is removing elements. So this is kind of a no-brainer, but I think very few people skip over and people are really married to their content. So if you look at a page, for example, there's typically, especially home pages, they have so many elements. This is 5 rotating banners, and there's a banner here, and there's images, and there's 2 of each product image, and there's the banners, and there's more images, and there's a YouTube video, and there's icons right here. So very simply put, most people don't scroll to the bottom. Most people are not going to remember all your 5 banners or your 7 banners. What about just remove 1 banner? What about remove the YouTube video at the end? What about make things a little smaller? What about monitor if people actually scroll to the bottom? Removing elements. Do you really need your Instagram feed? It looks beautiful when you look at it, but how many people really look at it? Okay, maybe you can move things to other pages. You can reducing elements. It's very, very simple. Very, very simple. It works. Don't be married to what you made the design. Be married to what your user, your visitor likes. If they don't scroll, remove it. It's actually making the web page slower, the user experience slower for everybody that don't scroll, right? Everybody has 100% of the people have a worse experience, and you only have maybe 10 or 20% of the people to get to the bottom of the page. Do that. At least lazy load it. You can lazy load in code or other. Just remove elements. You don't need 5 banners. You don't need 7 banners. Have 3. Focus people on your business goal and what's good for them. Very simply put. Okay. Removing elements. That's it. If you have any questions about this low-hanging fruit, or you saw our speed optimization series, all of our other things, you have a question about speed optimization, you have a question about your specific case, you have something that doesn't make sense, you're not sure how to do, your technical guy has no idea, ask us in the comments on YouTube, on our articles. We make articles. Every single video has an article of what we're talking about, so you can read it if you don't want to view the video. Social media, LinkedIn, X, Twitter, and just ask us questions. We're here to help you guys. This is our job, to help you guys gain more knowledge, do things better, have faster websites, and that's it. If this helped you in any way, all we can ask from you guys is to like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, a colleague, a sister, a brother, a parent. Tell us, say hello, tell us what you thought about it, what you want. Ask us for more topics. Go as deep as you need. You can go as general as you need. Typically, we like the more depth ones that helps you specifically. That's it. Much, much appreciated, guys. We'll link everything in all our series and everything and all the links in the comments. Thank you.